you? My name is Anne-Marie, and I am an entrepreneur, a ghostwriter, a designer, fanfic writer, you name it, I write it. You can find me on coffee.com, where you can commission my works, buy my books, or just keep up with updates and cute little stories. But that's not what I'm here for today. Today I'm here to gift you something. As I said, I'm a writer, and one of the sites that I write on is called Ream. It's a subscription story site for authors by authors. And on this site, I have a number of stories. Most of them are erotica, some of them are romance, some are other genres. I'm a mixed genre writer. None of my stories is just plain old one genre. So today I want to tell you about a new story that I've started on Rim. It's a short story labeled Revenge. And it is a marriage infidelity story, erotica, and revenge. And today I'm going to read you an excerpt from that story. So gather around, get comfortable, get yourself a little cup of tea, sit down somewhere comfortable, get a blanket if it's cold, a fan if it's hot, and let's go. So, chapter 1. He's cheating on you. I stared at the text message from an unknown number and didn't know what my next move was supposed to be. I looked up, staring around the busy cafe. No one was paying attention to me. Everyone's world was just stuttering on, while mine came to a screeching halt. "Surely you don't mean Andrew," I murmured to the text, as if I might be losing my mind. I looked up again, determined to catch someone watching me, waiting to give me answers. Nobody did. I thought about calling him, asking him to come to me so that I could look in his eyes and ask him if it was true. My phone dinged again and I jumped. I looked down to see another text from unknown. I clicked on it. A picture. In case I was confused as to whom they meant, they'd sent me a picture. It was Andrew, his face buried in someone's pussy, munching away from what I could see. My lip curled. My traditional Andrew, Mr. Real Men Don't Go Down on Women, had his face covered in some woman's cunt juices, just slurping away like it was a milkshake, when I'd gone dry and unsatisfied for years because I'd been told that's what a wife needed to do in order to keep her marriage intact. A wife needed to endure, to pray, to have faith that one day her husband would see the light and come home to her, treat her the way he should. His eye would never stray again. I stood up rather abruptly before remembering that I hadn't paid my bill. I threw down a 1,000 bob note on the table to pay for my 1 cup of coffee and left the restaurant, hitching my bag onto my shoulder as I marched away awkwardly. I tried to think of someone to call, whose advice I could ask for, or rather, whose advice I would want to hear. I couldn't think of anyone. If I called the pastor's wife, she'd tell me that these things happened, that I shouldn't let it sway me. She'd tell me to pray. I didn't want to pray. If I called my sister, she'd listen with fake sympathy, but then laugh behind my back with her friends. All my female friends were wives of my husband's friends. They could be no help to me. Just as at that moment, my phone rang. and I jumped again, wondering if their known number was finally making themselves known. I lifted my hand to see the caller ID and froze. Stephen Lemaine, my nemesis, my stalker, I'd once casually mentioned to my husband in a very teasing manner that Stephen was obsessed with me, that Andrew better step up his game if he wanted to compete. He grabbed me by my dress and pulled me to him before fisting my hair and pulling it so that my head was hanging back. I was so shocked that I did not react. You're a married woman. You better remember that before I have to remind you, he growled. I tried to nod, but he was pulling my hair so hard I was afraid he'd tear it from my scalp if I moved. Yes, I whispered instead. It had come out of nowhere. He'd never manhandled me like that, not even in bed. In my ruminations, my thumb accidentally clicked accept on the call, and I put the phone to my ear. Stephen, I said faintly. Magda, he sounded breathless, too breathless with disbelief. I can't believe you picked up. I've been trying to get in touch with you. Okay, well, now you have. What's up? I wanted to meet. I'm in town for a few days before I return to Lodwell. Will you meet me? I opened my mouth to tell him I couldn't, that my husband wouldn't like it. He's cheating on you. That's all for the excerpt. If you want to read the rest of the story, go to dreamstories.com and look for me and Marie Musawale. When you click on my page, you will see all my stories. Click on Revenge and read the rest. You could also read the rest of my stories. You could join my membership. Do whatever you want. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time.